All right, what is up, everybody? All right, what's up, everybody? Today I'm doing something a little bit different. Today I'm actually going to do an article review. My team's been having me try to do this stuff for a while. I was like, all right. So article review today is really on habits, and I'm just going to give I'm going to read some things that I thought was fascinating, and I'm also going to drop some truth diamonds on you guys with this. A lot of you guys are starting to set your resolutions. You're starting to set your habits, and there are some myth busters that people don't talk about. So if you're joining me now, welcome. For those of you that are just getting to know me, my name is Tanya Oliver, and I'm an executive coach for high achievers. And tomorrow we have an amazing encore. I'm doing an encore workshop. We had 100 people registered on the 10th of December, but a lot of you guys couldn't make it. So I wanted to give you another opportunity to do it again, but it's going to be tomorrow at 3. So if you cannot make it live, sign up anyway, because I'm going to be nice and I'm going to give you a replay. But you're going to go to www.tanyacoliver.com/goals. So let's get into this. Okay. So this article was sent to me. My clients send me things all the time. It was written, it's called Why We're So Bad at Forming New Habits and How to Be Better. This article was written this month by CNBC. And there's a part in here where I guess this woman's having issues. She's setting resolutions on the 1st, just like everybody. You know, I'm going to get started on really Monday because New Year's is on Monday. So I'm going to get started on Monday. I'm going to set this resolution on Monday. I'm going to eat better on the 1st in January. But one thing that you're going to learn in the workshop is out of 8 billion people, only 6 billion people 6 billion people don't even set goals. All right. So we're going to get into the consequences of actually not setting goals. And I used to fit in that category too. But she was saying in here, let me pull it up. Let's see. Okay, so after surveying hundreds of participants, she found one of the reasons we have a hard time forming healthier habits is that we assume implementing a new routine starts with a single firm decision and is carried out by an ironclad self-will. So it's a will. Will is a willpower muscle. It's the ability to choose your future self or your past self. The mindset is not only wrong, but unhelpful, Wood writes. When we promise ourselves we're going to stop ordering sushi 3 times a week and fail to follow through, we boat ourselves up for not having self-control. She was saying, where's that part? We need to better understand how habits are formed, which is true. And learning about them is important. 43% of our daily actions are automatic habitual behaviors. And if you understand what a habit is just effort on autopilot. So it means that mental energy originally when you are setting the intention, so you have an inspiration to make a change. It comes from inspiration. It's a desire. Inspiration then forms a decision. We create an intention. We put our attention on that one point of focus on that intention. And what happens in the beginning is it requires a lot of our mental energy. It requires a lot of our mental effort. And that's why sometimes it could feel exhausting, especially when depending on what you're going through or what your life circumstances in that moment. And so it's only like that until it becomes more habitual. And a habit just means effort, mental effort and energy on autopilot. And 43% of our day is run through our subconscious behavior. And so we want to really be intentional where if you understand where you're going and your goals, if you think of your goals as like you're opening up a Waze, right? You're opening up your Waze, your Google Maps, and you're trying to get to an end target, an end destination. You're going to have a goal that's going to give you a clarity to have that goal. You're going to type it inside of your Waze and type it your Google Map, and you're going to hit go. And it's going to take you there. And our habits are going to be the bridge. So when you get crystal clear on what it is that I want, your habits then are designed, your habits and your behaviors and your mental your mental space is designed to support your goals. But a lot of times we have self-destructive habits that are not supporting our goals, and that's why we fall off. And so it's really about reverse engineering everything, which is what you're going to learn about tomorrow. So the key word in the sentence is automatic, meaning our habits rely on subconscious behavior. She frames it. We have to make the decision to ask, so it's just stories. So how do you implement healthier habits without thinking too hard? It's a combination of intentions and goals rather than decision-making and self-torture. That's absolutely right. Here's what happens though. There's two types of goals that a lot of people don't understand. And this is where we're going to break that, like bust the myth of this. A lot of people set goals, and this is why they fail with their habits, is because the goals are based on external. The goals are based on an external factor, meaning something outside of yourself, meaning you've set something that is that could take time, maybe 3 months, 6 months, a year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, versus something that's internal. And when we set external goals, things outside, extrinsic, and we're not aligned to the intrinsic, a lot of times we end up becoming unfulfilled goal setters. So what's going on? We become unfulfilled goal setters. And so when we hit our targets or those end destination or those goals, so goals are just really like, what is it that I really want out of my life? What is it that I really want? What does my heart want? And then aligning your daily decisions, your habits, your behaviors to support you to getting to that end destination, because it is an end destination, but there's never really an end. It's just a stepping stone. And then as you achieve that goal or that end destination that you're typing into your ways, you then type in a new one. You then type in a new destination. And so when we set intrinsic goals, they're the goals that are inside of us. A lot of times we set these extrinsic goals because we believe that the internal is going to, the external is going to allow us to feel some type of way about ourselves. But really, a lot of times, so you're going to learn in the course tomorrow, there's 3 core types of goal setters, and we can fit under each category depending on the category of our life wheel. So there's about 10 subcategories in our life. And say maybe you're like a confident achiever and you achieve your goals and you're a fulfilled goal setter, and your habits are in alignment to this, and you get habits that really stick with maybe your career. But your habits then fall off with maybe your health or your home or your relationships, or maybe you're not having fun anymore along the journey, or maybe you're not not really loving what you do, because career and money are in 2 separate categories. Yeah, amazing. That's amazing. So when you're trying to create habits, before there's a habit, there has to be a target. Before there's a habit, there has to be a target. And your target is your goal. And you have to understand, like, your habits must support your goals. But if you're setting goals, it's so important to get clear to make sure that those goals are coming from a space of matching your internal success of how am I defining success? What does success mean to me? Because you can make a lot of money and still not feel successful. You can have a wonderful home and still not feel successful. You can have the picket fence in the family and still not feel success. So how do you measure success? What does success mean in your mind, inside of your heart? And a lot of tomorrow's workshop is going to be really aligning that internal success and getting clear on those internal goals. So when I reach that, then I want to feel this way, so that we can then align a healthy ecosystem of our habits, our behaviors, our decisions, the conversations we have, the people that we have inside of our inner circle, in alignment to those core things. Hopefully this is making sense, because a lot of times people fail with their habits. I'm going to tell you right now, because we haven't transitioned the belief and the relationship around our habits. We try to change our habits without changing our beliefs and our relationships around them. And because we have a past history is experience, sometimes those experiences can actually be more painful. And so we stop setting our real goals and we start setting backup goals. And then we start creating habits to surround us with these backup goals. So, yes. So this is what this article was saying. And I think there's some it's valid, but it's very surface based. And I think it's a good article, but it's very surface based. And it's very common that a lot of people set these. And I was saying, I pulled up the statistics the other day, and out of 8 billion people, 6 billion don't even set goals anymore. And if you stop setting goals, you actually end up drifting and getting diverted. And a lot of people in life, when you're allowing life to, I guess, like just flow through life, there's always going to be a consequence, and somebody else is going to control your life until you learn to reclaim control over it and to start thinking for yourself, to start thinking for yourself. So that's how that goes. And so I love to have you guys to really dig deep. I just want to come on here and just do an article review on something that somebody sent me to review. And so it's good. It's just surface level. There's a lot more to it when it comes to like transitioning and shape-shifting your habits and behaviors. You have to really look into your belief system and your relationship around them. And you also have to get very clear on what it is that you want and understand, like there's several segments of like types of goal setters, and also to match up creating a new internal GPS in your mind to get you to where you want to go. All right. So that's all for tonight, you guys. Hopefully I'll see you in the webinar tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you sign up and you share it with your friends. Sending you so much love tonight. I haven't seen you guys over here because I'm also doing Facebook and YouTube over here. But that's all for tonight. If you guys have any questions, I'm going to share the link inside of the inside of here. But it's www.tanyaclover.com/goals. And I'll see you guys tomorrow at 3 p.m. And also drop your comment below on what you think about goals, your experience with goals, your experience around habits, your experience around change, not just temporary change, but sustainable change. And I see Brian's on here. Brian has some significant change that's happened. I've had some significant change that's happened. And why is this even important? So actually, I'll share all this stuff tomorrow. The backstory, my desire, internal, external, just doing a quick article review. Anyways, I want to know what you guys think about this. Share your insight, share your opinion, your realization. Maybe you sucked at setting goals for a while and now you're really good at it.